Warpugs, every so often, there is a story that comes out that makes me want to slam my head into a wall. And this one did so for quite a few reasons. I already know what this is about, because I took one look at the thumbnail for this and immediately cringed so hard my shoulders cracked. Guys, this person annoys me for a number of reasons. Primarily because I was raised in a place in the country called the Bible Belt. So, his story had so many holes in it, you could officially label it as Swiss cheese. But, nobody really pointed him out, and there's so much wrong with what he was saying. I know a lot about I was raised in a household where, you read the Bible. You did that. And I read it quite extensively. But this guy apparently didn't read it enough. And nobody that was really, associating with him pointed out the major flaws in what he was saying. With all that said, we're going to now watch the internet historian make fun of him. Because he's an idiot. Warpugs. It's been a while since I've seen the Internet Historian. I've been waiting for this. I decided to go ahead and check this out. Let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's go.
Look at the size of that sponsor.
Oh. Video contains flashing images. Hold on a second, I gotta read these. Because this is a lot of, let's see. Scroll back. Okay. The following is satire and journalistic in nature. All images and media have been sourced from public record, and special care has been taken to censor names, faces, specific locations, records, and personal information of those featured to protect their privacy. Names of individuals mentioned in this video meet the criteria of public figures. Care has still been taken to keep any other information about these individuals private. The faces of many people in this video have been blurred for the sake of courtesy. Thank you. The following is not an endorsement or condoning of harassment towards individuals featured in this video. Please behave yourselves. Yes, please do. Just please, be civil, especially towards each other in the comment section if this is kind of divisive. I don't know what it's going to be like, but, just be civil, okay?
Just relax.
Okay.
Everything's totally serene. You're floating through a cloud.
All right.
The sun is warm on your face. The end.
That was a tonal shift. I was about to say the lights are really warm on my face.
It is not.
Okay, we're all gonna die.
A prophecy has been foretold.
Oh.
The rapture is coming.
Oh.
And we have the specific date. Soon the believers will rise and the impure will be left below.
Oh God,
so
we're screwed.
Repent.
Oh wait, I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm fine.
Get your affairs in order. Take your preparation H. That's preparation for heaven.
Oh.
Because the world will officially end on May 21st, 2011. Wait, what?
May 21, there's going to be a terrific earthquake, way greater than anything that the earth has ever experienced, and that'll be the beginning of Judgment Day.
Okay. Okay.
In late 2010, a campaign was launched to save some souls. They suited up, took to the streets. But it was more than just placards and flyers. Soon they were joined by a caravan of 5 RVs roaming the country, spreading the good word about the rapture. Thousands of people took it seriously.
Yes.
Many began selling their possessions.
Yes.
They were maxing out credit cards, taking on debt. Even the news picked up on it.
The end is near.
Advertising was put on bus stops, in subways. A big expensive billboard was put up. Then another. Then another. Then 5,000 more. In fact, this quickly became the most expensive single-event advertising campaign ever, totaling over $100 million just to tell people...
Wait a minute, there was a note down there. There was a note. Hold on. I saw a note. And I'm being a gremlin.
Then 5,000 more. In fact, this quickly became the most expensive single-event advertising campaign ever, totaling over 100...
Equivalent to 26,417 gallons of Gamer Girl bathwater. Just know. Oh my God, that was a thing too. That was a thing too. And can somebody please explain that to me?
$100 million just to tell people about a rapture on May 21st, 2011. How the heck did this happen? Harold Camping. So who is this hardcore gangster rapturist, Harold Camping? He was one of the biggest figures in Christian media. He had a show, Open Forum, hosted by his company, Family Radio. In 2010, it was a media empire worth over $70 million. His message went out on over 200 radio stations across the United States and many more around the world. His listenership? Millions. And when he says the world will end, a decent-sized contingent believed it. Now, hold on. I can see the comment section filling up with edgy atheists and skeptics already.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah, don't be like that.
At first, I also didn't believe Mr. Camping. I get it.
Okay.
There have been many people to predict the rapture before and
Yes.
get it wrong. But wait. Give him a chance.
Okay, let's hear
I
it.
looked at all the scientific data I could find, like
Okay.
carbon-14 dating or potassium-argon dating.
This time, it's different.
Okay.
Camping is coming at you with irrefutable evidence of the rapture.
Okay.
Because he's using math. This
Let's
is not just
go.
a bit. This is actually how he calculated
Okay,
the
let's go.
rapture. So, Jesus died on April 1st, 33 AD. Now take the year 2011. That's a
How did he get that number?
difference of 1,978. We
Okay.
times that by 365.2422, and that gives you the number of days it's been since that, including leap years. That equals 722,449. Now keep that number in mind.
Okay,
keep
I'm
it
here.
in your head. Atonement. Now that's 5. Completeness. That's 10. And heaven is 17. Now we times them all together and look at this.
Wait a minute. What?
850. Then
Okay.
we square that, and that's 722,500. A difference of 51. 51 days plus April 1st, 2011 equals May 21st, 2011.
You did it.
What?
Mr. Camping, you've cracked the code.
And needless to say, his skeptics were
Okay.
left destroyed by facts and logic. Even the ones who pointed out that he predicted the rapture once before in 1994 in a Louis Theroux documentary.
1994 will be the last day of the final tribulation period.
But shut up. He's got more to say than just
Okay.
the date. My boy is about to tell you how the whole thing is gonna go down.
Let's go.
So God's gonna snatch up all the good boys, about 200 million of us.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else? Pets? Even the cute ones. So dudes, you're getting left behind. Then at 6 p.m. exactly on Christmas Island, earthquakes are
Why on Christmas Island, man?
gonna start doodling all over the place, rolling their way across the earth, taking out almost everyone at exactly 6 p.m. according to their time zone. Those earthquakes will then trigger gigantic tsunamis, 10 kilometers tall, and go as far inland as Colorado. Every soul left behind will be forever damned, eventually to go straight down to heck.
Okay. You see, this is when I just want to, this is when I want to say a lot of things, because this is not how it's, not how it's supposed to go. No. You'd think he'd know that, but...
Now, let's not go lumping everyone in. Most Christian groups did not believe in Harold Camping's teachings.
Right.
In fact, most Christian groups don't believe in predicting the rapture at all.
Right. Massively. Like, it's just something you don't do because, quite frankly, you're flat out told no one knows the time and place.
And even consider it a sin. Matthew 24:36 specifically says that no man can know the day or the hour.
Right.
So to try and guess at it would be to go against Scripture.
The internet historian knows that. This guy didn't. My pain is endless.
Accordingly, Protestant and Catholic groups denounced Mr. Camping's claims.
May 21st, he's a follower of Harold Camping. The scriptures do not teach that. No man knows the day or the hour.
In fact, even Camping's own producer at Family Radio said it was a bad idea. But that didn't stop Mr. Camping.
Nope.
He saw the big churches as corrupt anyway, so he ignored them and continued charging forward with his prediction.
There's just no reason in the world, no possibility that it will not happen.
Okay.
And so did his followers.
97% of the people God will destroy.
Like, this is the part of things that really irritate me. This is the part where things irritate the crap out of me. Because if you're going to believe in something, know what you're believing in. And these people never cracked open, never cracked open the very text that they can read and figure out for themselves. This is why I don't like. I'm about to get in some territory here. This is why I don't like it when people sit there and just swallow whatever they're told. You have a device; it fits in your pocket these days. You can open it up and you can just look for the answer right there online. You can find out the information at the touch of a button. It just blows my mind how many people get suckered. It really, really does. Especially when it's something like this, where you're supposed to be adherents to a religion, but yet you don't even know the core tenets of said religion. This stuff makes my brain quake.
Do you think this thing is getting blown up too much in the media and elsewhere?
Before we go on, two important details.
Let's go.
1. Family Radio receives most of its funding through donations, bequeathments, ads, merchandise, and sponsors, but mostly just donations. 2. Family Radio was established in 1959. Camping is the owner and CEO, but there are 2 other chairmen on board to keep him in check. Or at least there were. Unfortunately, in recent years, those other chairmen were getting quite old and sick and having a tougher and tougher time telling Camping no to poor decision making.
Great.
So by 2010, Camping effectively had free reign over the company. Free reign over its messaging. Free reign over its audience. And free reign over the spending. And he started spending like the world was going to end.
Uh-huh.
The media soon picked up on the ubiquitous advertising, and the word spread further. This, in turn, encouraged more advertising, and in turn more media interest, so things were snowballing.
Vicious cycle.
By early May, everyone was talking about the rapture. The search term End of the World May 21st was number 2 on Google search, followed by Harold Camping, May 21st Doomsday, and May 21 Rapture, also in the top 10.
What was number 1 at this time?
The traffic online was so substantial it even caused Family Radio's servers to crash. Soon, it became a bit of a meme. And the internet did what it does best.
Oh, God.
On May 19th, Operation Rapture was conceived.
Oh.
Okay, lads. We wake up early on May 21st and throw clothes into the street. It's going to look like a bunch of people were teleported to the afterlife, and hopefully, some of them are going to freak out. Well, they had a pretty good turnout, but it doesn't seem like anyone fell for it. Disappointingly, it seems like no one showed up for the pre-rapture orgy organized on Facebook either. Although maybe that's because the location was a bit vague. But best of all was an event organized by the Phenomenauts. They got people together in the middle of town and filled a bunch of sex dolls with helium and attached them to balloons to transcend into the heavens.
It's pottery.
It was a beautiful moment, and it made a lot of us reflect.
Should have been a better person!
Yoink. People also tried to make some cash off the situation.
Of course.
They offered to buy Camping's followers' stuff on Craigslist for pennies on the dollar.
Offering to buy on Craigslist raptured people's possessions.
There was also a famous eBay auction, $100,000 post-rapture insurance for only $19.99. But one startup did do quite well.
Oh.
Dog sit for those called up to heaven.
Based around taking other people's pets in the event of a rapture. And I believe they still operate today. So up next, we'll show you what happened on May 21st and what happened to all those people who truly believed. But first,
my rhymes are fly, my beats are sick.
No.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus
I might have to edit this out.
Christ is my
ad time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who's there?
Oh.
Hello, it's me.
I'm letting this play because his ads are hilarious.
Oh my god, it's Jesus. What are you doing here?
Well, I just wanted to tell you that me and God have seen your Google search history and were very disappointed.
Oh no.
That's right, and now you're not getting into heaven, or the more exclusive version, Super Heaven, which features a delicious seafood buffet.
Oh no.
Yup.
Oh, how I wish I had taken the time to hide my internet viewing habits.
Well, you didn't, and now you're doomed. 5.
This is, this feels wrong.
Ever.
Has this ever happened to you?
No.
Go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to keep your website traffic anonymous.
All looks wholesome to me.
Plus, it also gives you region unlocking. Oh, hey, look, it's the UK's exclusive channels. And you didn't even pay a telly license.
Oh.
Wait, stop that. That'll be £52.09. Too late, Papa.
What?
I've Brexited to Australia now, a place where no law can touch me. How much would you pay for this service? $1 billion? Literally gazillions? Not today. Get 75% off 3-year plan at nordvpn.com/internethistorian.
I don't know if he's still running this, but
to get a free extra month,
I don't think this is still going on, but it's still great.
Includes unlimited data,
Ooh.
ultra fast speeds,
Ooh.
region unlocking in all these places.
Ooh.
Also a map of the world, which is useful for things such as geography.
Wow, that's so good I might even get code internet historian NordVPN myself.
Yes, Jesus, I think that would be a good idea. Ha 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 ha. Ad over.
Wow. Just wow.
Before we go on with Mr. Camping, I want to point out 2 other predictions.
Okay.
In 1806, Mary Bateman also predicted doomsday. Through a chicken. It was dubbed the Prophet Hen of Leeds. because it started laying eggs with the message, "Christ is coming," marked onto them. Amazing. And it all appeared legit. Locals saw the hen lay eggs with the message already written onto them. Can't fake that. "Oh my God," people said, and many more flocked to the area to pray. Well, on inspection of the eggs, it was soon figured out what was going on. Mary Bateman had used a corrosive substance to etch into the egg, and then, a couple of minutes before everyone would gather around to watch the chicken lay, Mary would... Oh dear. Come on, man. It's not funny. She was an interesting character, though. Claimed to be a witch. Poisoned a couple that same year with a deadly pudding.
Okay.
She was later tried and hanged in 1809. Strips of skin from her corpse were tanned and sold as magic charms to ward off evil spirits. What the fuck am I reading?
I don't...
Also, shout out to 2012. Remember that one?
As December 21st, 2012 marks the end of the world.
Well, we came because it's the end of the world tomorrow, and we thought we'd better pop in here because apparently this place will be saved.
I literally never understood people like this. I never understood a Y2K. I never understood December 21st. I never got any of it, guys. I just never understood the hype, okay? And if you don't know what Y2K is, it was the theory that legitimately at the turn of the millennium from 1999 to 2000, yes, I am that old. Yes, I was an adult during that time, that the computers would all crash, all the nuclear silos would shoot off, all the nuclear plants would melt down, everyone would die. That was the theory about Y2K, and people were freaking out about it.
Accents like those, you would hope they'd be the first to go come the apocalypse.
Okay, let's get on with it. Let's take a closer look at some of the people who followed camping. Take Robert Fitzpatrick, 60, former government employee.
I had plans after I retired, but I put them all aside. I feel as if I've been drafted.
He took almost all of his life savings, $140,000, to have 3,000 posters put up in New York City subways and bus stops.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to tell you I'm down to my last penny, but, you know, it's a good chunk of what I had saved up, sure.
Does it matter if you're down to your last penny, if the doomsday is coming?
No, it doesn't.
And he's not the only one. According to the LA Times, the Bauer family hopped in their minivan and drove across the country to see all of the big landmarks before it was too late, racking up thousands of dollars in credit card debt in the process. They really believed they were going to die. Worse still, the Ramsey family. The father quit his job. So did his mum. His younger brother quit high school. And his wife Marcia thought she was never going to meet her unborn child. Some of these people's lives got pretty fucked up.
Yeah?
The day is here. It's rapture time.
I get irritated at people who gets I get irritated at people who get suckered in by this, but there's also this cult of personality syndrome that needs to get addressed because we've seen people do the most ridiculous things possible because somebody told them something horrible. And we've seen this over and over again throughout human history. And every single time there were people that were sitting there that could have stepped in, intervened, and told and basically gotten these people to see the reality of the situation. They just didn't.
Here we go. Oh Lord, I'm ready. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a rapture. Watch me, guys. Mr. Camping spent the day at home in quiet solace and contemplation, waiting for 6 p.m.
Okay.
But that's not what Mr. Fitzpatrick did. A confident Fitzpatrick marched into the middle of Times Square amongst a crowd of mocking bystanders, ready to prove everyone wrong.
6 o'clock.
It's in 3 minutes. If it does not happen, what will that mean?
I wouldn't entertain that question.
You're confident.
That's what I read in the Bible.
Here it comes.
Nah, it's not what you read, buddy.
3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Nothing happened.
It's 6 o'clock! What's going on?
6:01, 6:02, and by 6:03, Fitzpatrick's convictions turned to confusion, and it's pretty hard not to feel sorry for him.
I didn't water my plants. I didn't do the dishes before I left. I didn't expect to be going back home. But it looks like I will be going back home.
But look, just so we're clear, we're all still alive, and the rapture didn't happen.
Right. Why do you have Thanos twerking? Please tell me why.
Camping was not in the same celebratory mood.
No.
I'm ready to shoot myself or go on a booze trip.
The next day was a Sunday.
Uh-huh.
People were crushed, confused, looking for answers. They showed up at Camping's church expecting to see him, but someone else was holding the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, Camping spent the day holed up in his house.
Give me a day. No interviews at all today.
But I'm wondering how you feel today about your prediction.
Well, I'm bewildered. I'm very bewildered, and that's all I can say right now.
On Monday, he appeared on his program. But this time, no open forum. But what he did have was a whole bunch of rationalizations.
Uh-huh.
In fact, your boy was doubling down.
Oh, boy.
With another prediction. October 20...
Wait a minute. I heard about the May 21st one. I didn't hear he did a second one.
1st, 2011.
Dude.
And this is it. And it will continue right up until October 21, 2011. And at that time, the whole world will be destroyed.
Now, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he got it slightly wrong, but
okay.
This time he has irrefutable proof of the rapture.
Right.
Using math. Again. So Camping took May 21st. Then he looked in the book of John, which states they caught 153 fish. So, add 153 days to May 21st, making the new rapture October 21st.
Oh boy. Is there alcohol in this? I might need a shot for the first time in years.
How can you argue? It's flawless.
No, I can't argue with this.
Camping. Add the fish number. You've got it this time.
On Tuesday, he opened the phones on his radio show, and it was the first time that his show was ever exciting to watch.
Why didn't the rapture happen on May 21st? Don't cut me off yet. And why do you believe so much on it's going to happen another 5 months? You're really pathetic. You know, I wasted all my money, and I sent it to you, and now I don't have nothing. I was putting my hopes in you. You understand? I wish I could see you face to face. I'd smack you right in the...
What say you now? Calling names doesn't help anything.
After that, viewership steadily declined.
Uh-huh.
Now, after his prediction for October 21st, the media asked him,
Am I on cocaine?
No, they asked him,
Will you dissolve the company in October?
His response?
I am not the CEO. I'm a servant of God working here, and God is the CEO. We look to him all the time. He has 1,000 ways of getting me out of here. We have to leave that question with the Lord, not with you or with me. That's not our business. That's God's business.
And how prescient. Because 2 weeks later, he had a stroke.
I do hope he gets the message.
But he didn't.
No.
A month later, he was back to doing his show. And he pressed on with his new prediction. By October 16th, though, he came to his senses.
Okay, thank you.
He admitted that no man could know exactly when the rapture would happen.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Made no statement when October 21st came and went. Finally, on November 1st, he retired from his leadership position at Family Radio. Just under 2 years later, he was dead. The result of complications from a fall at his home.
It wasn't big, it was him. Look at him. Get him.
But look, I don't want to be too harsh. He was a flawed man.
Mm-hmm.
He messed up some people's lives.
Yes, he did.
But in the end, he confessed his mistakes too.
I was totally convinced, totally convicted of it, but I was wrong. I was wrong. I have sinned.
I think he truly believed the rapture was coming. This wasn't one big grift. And everyone just kind of got swept up in the excitement of it all. So let's put a bow on it with what happened to family.
I would sincerely hope that the people that were affected by this were in some way assisted. The people that quite literally dove into this feet first and believed wholeheartedly. And that's just because everybody gets taken by somebody. It is the nature of the way that we are. If you've never been, if you've never had it happen to you, one day it will. You will get taken advantage of by somebody who just does that sort of thing. As con artists or just well-meaning people just trying to do something, you will get taken advantage of. And I'm not saying that this guy did try to take advantage of anybody. I'm not even saying that. He wholeheartedly believed what he was saying. He was just wrong. Now, the family that did the cross-country trip, I don't even know what to say about that. I'm conflicted about it. I'm really conflicted about a lot of this. I really am. I'd have to sit down and think about what I actually feel like regarding this, to be honest with you.
Radio. During the Rapture campaign, Family Radio raised a lot of money, but not as much as they spent. As well as draining their funds, they sold off important radio stations to pay for a lot of the advertising. In the process, they greatly tarnished their reputation.
I don't doubt it.
They were bringing in scores of millions in revenue in 2011, but by 2012, it was down to single-digit millions. Now, this is still a substantial amount.
True.
But not when you consider their operating costs were $26 million per year.
Oof.
And they couldn't rely on donations to make up the windfall because goodwill had dried up.
Yes.
Now, with fewer radio stations and a shrinking reach, they moved to distance themselves from camping and his baggage. Shows from mainstream Christian groups that Harold pronounced as corrupt were brought into the programming schedule. They announced they would no longer air the teachings of Mr. Camping.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, on their website, they removed the archives of Mr. Camping's audio recordings. Okay, I've kind of bummed everyone out, but that's the end of the story. I've got nothing else to say. So here's a whole bunch of weird Baroque and Renaissance paintings.
Okay. Yeah, bring it on.
Help me. Mom warning me not to fill up before dinner. Me.
Well, time to breastfeed again.
Put me down. I'm 45 years old.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's all looking good. God damn it. You're not supposed to look straight at the camera.
Hey, did you pay for that cross?
Really?
Yes.
Here, have another bloody me.
Yeah, this is Joseph's kid, Craig. He likes grapes.
It's true. I do.
Dude, look at...
Wait, there's a mosquito.
Thanks.
My new son. He is so beautiful.
Also, previous video, Jeff the Killer, Sonic High School next week, NordVPN.
Warbugs. Oh my god, hold on a second. Warpugs, every so often, I'm just amazed that certain things happened. Especially considering that everybody there should have known better. Like, it's literally lined out in the very religious document that you're supposed to be an adherent of, that what this guy's talking about is not possible. But it really helps you understand why, like, cult behavior is a thing. Crowd behavior is a thing. Cults of personality are a thing. And irregardless of his intention, lives got ruined over it. Because they believed. Because they believed in this guy wholeheartedly. Now, whether or not you're religious, that's not why I'm here. But what I am going to say 100%, guys, is that before you throw in all your chips into something, make sure you actually know what you're looking at. The worst opinion that I've ever heard is an uninformed one. Uninformed opinions are the backbone of bad ideas. And you see it I've seen it just too many times throughout life. People, getting in somebody's face and screaming about an opinion that is so just mind-numbingly stupid. I mean, it literally busts my brain open. Warpugs, I'm going to shut up. All of the Internet Historians links are going to be in the description down below. If you haven't checked them out before, this is your first introduction to them. A lot of his stuff is a lot funnier than this and ends with a lot more smiling than this. This one was really depressing at the end there. But, guys, check the links in the description below for his links as well as my own. Join the channel as a member of Patreon for early access, and check for the store. I'll catch you guys next time, alright? And, no, I'm not about to start a cult. Not in the cards for me.